please.
True Opinion Podcast.
Hey, welcome to season 2 of True Opinion. I'm your host, Adontaus, and I'm so excited to be back for season 2. I got my co-host with me this week, Amaya, one of 2 of the twin baby girls. Amaya is 11 months old. Her and her sister are going to be 1 on May 22nd. I can't believe it's been a year already. Oh my God. Maya, can you say something? She looking at the microphone all crazy, but I'm sure you will hear her throughout the episode. So, like I said, y'all, season 2, A True Opinion. Super excited. I'm in my new studio that my husband set up for me. He is a gym. Sometimes he get on my damn nerves. But he is a gym. I love it. And you are being treated to a totally freestyle episode for the first episode back of season 2. So let me tell you what to expect. I'm going to have guests, people having opposing viewpoints from myself, and we will argue a little bit, but mostly it'll be intelligent discussion about relevant topics. But I can't wait to bring y'all some of these opposing viewpoints and voices so you can see just how right I am about things and how wrong everybody else is, because that's really why I'm doing it, because they don't make no fucking sense. I make all the sense. So we're going to have guests. We're going to have a variety of topics that affect married people, single people, parents, people with no kids, young people, students, everything. I may even bring my son, my oldest son, because I got a lot of damn kids. I may even bring my oldest son in on this, for a couple episodes, because, the youth, they got a voice. They got some shit to say. So buckle up, because it is going to be one hell of a ride for season 2. So this first episode back, you are being treated to kind of a anything goes, kind of like a wild card type episode. I just kind of wanted to freestyle it to get back into the groove of podcasting, see how my new studio is working out, the new equipment. And the first thing I want to talk about is Mr. Kanye West. He has been in the news lately because he's come back to Twitter. And of course, the things he's saying are super controversial because that's just Kanye. Okay, so, all right, y'all know I'm from Chicago. So, even though my husband, who is a little more in tune with like the music industry and what's going on like on the Chicago scene, says that Chicago people don't support Chicago people, we kind of pretty much support Kanye. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm ready to give Kanye back to God. I'm ready to just say, you know what, I don't know what's going on with Mr. West, and he can just go ahead on. I just don't know. The most recent thing I saw today, I logged on to Twitter, and on, when you go on that like explore type, no, that's Instagram that has the explore page. Twitter has the, like, I don't know, you click the fucking magnifying glass and it shows you what's trending or what people are talking about. And on the Twitter banner, Amaya, please stop. Please, little baby, please stop. On the Twitter banner, it said, Kanye West said slavery was a choice. And at that point, let me tell you something. I almost fainted. And then I was just like, you know what? I have no more excuses for him. None. None whatsoever. I don't know the context that it was said in. I don't know who he said it to, what he was talking about. All of that is what context means. I don't know the context, but I can say pretty confidently that I'm just not with that shit. Like, I don't know what's going on with Kanye a day or so ago. He had something to say to the surgeon who performed his mom's surgery. I think he said he was going to use his face as the cover art for his new album. And then the surgeon penned an open letter to Kanye. Let me just say, what the fuck is an open letter? Is basically something everybody can read, I guess. An open letter, like, that shit is just like, whatever. But anyway, he penned an open letter to Kanye or whatever. And this is the thing. I do not care. I don't care. I don't care what the surgeon has to say. Kanye, for years, those of us that have been your staunch supporters that understand the impact that you had on the culture, meaning the way you changed the whole dress code. I mean, people were wearing these fucking long ass t-shirts to their knees. And Kanye was like, you know what? No, we're not going to do that. We're going to wear pastels. We're going to wear button downs. Everything is going to be tight. We're going to put on a little backpack and we're going to rap and have clever punchlines. And that's kind of where we're moving the culture. So I appreciate what Kanye did for the culture as a whole. But at this point, I'm just done. I am really just done. I don't know what he's going through. But he had enough money for an opioid addiction. Apparently, he was addicted to opioids. Sorry, many people are. You had the money to buy them. You also had the money and the resources to get yourself some help. So, you were addicted to opioids. Hopefully that is under control. You also had the money and the access and the resources to get some help to deal with your mother's death. And that is completely devastating. But what I am not with is everybody talking about how, he hasn't been the same since Miss Donda died. I agree, but also grow the fuck up. Because those of us that live in the real world that are not millionaires, we have to live through hardships every single fucking day. Unfortunately, people die. Children are meant to bury their parents. Burying your children is unnatural. It is against the natural order of things. Even if your parents die suddenly, children, what the fuck is wrong with me? Children are supposed to bury their parents. It can be hard. It can be completely fucking devastating. But it is up to you to deal with it in the best, most healthiest way you know how. Now, like I said, those of us who are not millionaires, sometimes we have to deal with it in ways that are, I won't say we. Well, actually, my father did pass away, but I was very young, so I wasn't drinking or doing drugs at that point to deal with things. What did I do? I don't know. But this is the thing. Young children have to deal with parents dying. Older people deal with parents dying. And they don't have the luxury of being able to lose their motherfucking minds and say crazy shit that influences hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people. They don't have that luxury. But you do. And you are working out, Kanye, you are working out your personal pain on a global stage. And it is not fair because you are saying stupid shit. But also, I guess maybe I'm kind of conflicted about this. Because I don't know if he's just saying it because he is so affected by Miss Donda's death. Or maybe is this what he really feels? And that's a whole nother issue. But at the end of the day, I don't want to hear it. Go lay on the couch, get you some couch help, speak to a licensed professional. You have all the money to do so. Or really just shut up because I don't understand what he's doing. Oh my God. So visiting Trump Tower. And I didn't vote, but if I did, I would have voted for Trump. Why? Why? I mean, this is the thing. If you had said you would have voted for Donald Trump because you wanted the tax break for millionaires, because some of his business ideals or practices or whatever would have benefited you in a way that you get to keep your money, listen, I understand that because you are a millionaire and apparently millionaires want to hold on to their money. Okay? That I would have understood. I would not have liked it because you were not born a millionaire. You became, right, Maya? Maya got something to say. What you got to say, babe? Nothing. She's eating her chicken. Anyway, you were not born a millionaire. You were made one, and you were new to this life, and maybe you're afraid to lose your money and you see him as someone who will help you hold on to it. I don't know. But what I can say is that it seems as though you have really lost your motherfucking mind, Mr. Kanye West. I don't know what's going on with you. I saw on Instagram, Snoop Dogg posted something. I'm not sure if it was a repost. I'm not sure if it was his original thought. But it says something to the effect of, the paths of Jay-Z and Kanye show you how important your wife is in your life. So that's not a direct quote. It says something kind of to that effect. So, of course, I went to the comments because that's where shit gets cracking, in the comments. And some people was like, yep, Snoop Dogg, I hear you. And some people was like, listen, you and JC cheated on your wives. Kanye ain't cheated on Kim. So what are y'all talking about? This is the thing. Because I put my vagina before Kanye West, if that makes sense. I am not so quick to blame Kim Kardashian for whatever he is going through. Kanye seems to me to be a very brash, impulsive, and somewhat immature man. And I don't think Kim can kind of catch all of what he is saying and doing before he puts it out there, because you may not like her. And I am not. I think I just feel indifferent about Kim Kardashian. I don't hate her. I don't know this young lady. I used to watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians years ago. It's been on for like 500 years. So maybe I watched it in years 1 through 100. I don't hate her. I don't like her. I really just feel indifferent about her. She's a human being that I have no feelings about. But I feel like maybe her personality is not one where she can catch Kanye before he starts doing crazy shit. If that makes any sense. And I'm going to say this because, I mean, y'all know I love my husband to death. But sometimes he has these ways and thoughts and ideas that, one, certainly I can't control. And two, he kind of takes off into the stratosphere before I even know what's really happening. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think she can necessarily be held responsible for what he's saying and what he's doing. But I don't know. Also being a wife, I feel like kind of you have a responsibility to kind of snatch your husband back and be like, yo, you're acting a motherfucking fool. Knock it the fuck off. So, I mean, I don't know what Kim is doing. I don't know if she's embarrassed by this. I don't know if she's behind it 100%. I don't know what the fuck he is doing. But at the end of the day, and I guess this will turn into another True Opinion episode, because unfortunately, celebrities, and Kanye West included, and Kim Kardashian included, are role models for people, and not just in the fact that they adapt the way they think, but they model their entire lives, the way they view themselves after these people. And I just feel like you being a role model in the African American community and being a role model in Chicago, possibly for younger generations, that you have some sort of responsibility. And my biggest issue with him is the Trump shit and the saying that slavery was a choice shit. Even though I don't know what context the slavery was a choice comment was made, I feel like there is no proper context because I just don't believe that our ancestors would have chosen in any world to be beat, dehumanized, enslaved, degraded to the level that they were, and that they would choose to have their descendants in this country continue to feel the effects of slavery seen in sentencing guidelines and police brutality and in what is the word? Disproportionate access to wealth and education. I just don't believe that the ancestors wanted that. So I can't believe in any context him saying slavery was a choice was appropriate. And like I said, the fact that he is a role model for so many and you are saying such ridiculous fucking things, it is utterly disgusting to me. I do not blame Kim because Kim is not a black woman, but you are a black man. And for you to say these things to black boys and black girls and black men and black women, because let's face it, there are grown as adults that still idolize and look up to Kanye. For you to say these things and have them incorporate them into their own mindset and then go out and spout this bullshit to their friends and family, I think it is disgraceful. So, unofficially, for the city of Chicago, I am giving Kanye, I'm not giving him to another race or another culture. I'm just going to give him to God. Because that is the only one who can help Mr. Kanye and help set him on the right path and figure out just really what's going on in his life. I do not blame the death of his mom on his actions because I feel like you are an adult. You have all the access. You have all the ways and means to deal with this. And if you have not, then to me at this point, you are choosing not to. And that is on you, sir. But please log off of Twitter. Stop with, nobody needs to read a Kanye West book. I'm not even sure if I want to hear another Kanye West album. And this is my thing. This is my irritation with the whole supporting of Donald Trump. Because, like I said, if you are rich and you support Donald Trump, I kind of understand that because y'all want to keep your fucking money. But like I said, Kanye, you weren't born rich. And let me be frank for a second. Ben Frank $100 bill. I will just say that I am not a rich woman, but I went to school for a long time. And, I have a career that is lucrative. But despite that, I always say, but for the grace of God, go I. And that means one decision in the wrong way by me or by people around me, by my fucking mother. One decision, to me, it's like we were on the edge of poverty. By the time I came around, my mother was a nurse, kind of, a middle class job, lifestyle, but she had 4 kids And she was able to do a little better by me than she was for my brothers and sisters because she was, like I said, she was working as a nurse. But a couple decisions in the other direction, had she not chose to go on to nursing school, had she not, I love my father dearly, but it kind of sounds like he was kind of an asshole too. Had she listened to my father in some instances and not gone to school or not pursued this nursing degree, who knows where I would have ended up. Part of me, I worked hard because I saw my mother sitting at that table fucking pounding it out, doing math, doing these assignments to get her nursing degree. And that's part of the reason why I went so hard and pursued higher education, because I knew what it could do. So the point of all this is, even though my family, we're okay. We're okay. We're fine. We're okay. A couple decisions in the other direction by my mother, by me, and I could be in a totally different situation. And I don't forget that, because there are people who made those decisions in the other direction and are living a completely different lifestyle. And they still need help. They still need assistance. They still need these programs. There are people that need them. There are kids that need them. And I don't forget that. So my problem with Kanye is that he has forgotten it, because he makes some appearances on Keep It Up with the Kardashians, because he can make and sell these holy ass jeans and sweatshirts for hundreds and hundreds of dollars. You can't even sell this shit to the people who, you think about the people who grew up on the block with you, the people who are still there, the kids in the inner city of Chicago. What will they have to do to afford a fucking $400, $500, $700 sweatshirt or pair of ugly ass shoes? Like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this, sir? Me, I don't ever forget where I came from, and that's why. I don't need to tell y'all how I vote, even though I'm sure you pretty much know. But that's why I do not support the president, because he does not operate in a way, or he does not make policies in a way that support the less fortunate. And I remember I could have been one of the less fortunate. I know people that are the less fortunate. I know people that are directly affected, that were affected day one from policies that he was making, executive orders in his presidency. So, to end this Kanye shit, I would just say, Mr. West, Chicago is done with you. You tried to win us back when you named your daughter Chicago. We are not buying it, sir. We are done. You belong to Calabasas or whatever it is, wherever it is you live with your wife. And those kids are so fucking adorable. Those 3 very adorable children. But just Kanye, just go ahead on. Just go ahead on. Go ahead on. Oh, Amaya has something to say. What you have to say, Maya? That was me kissing her. Don't hit my headphones. Part of the reason why it took True Opinion so long to come back is because I was busy working and momming to these 5 amazing kids. And like the twins, I love them dearly. But twins are a lot. 2 babies at once is, or as we call them, 2 baby. That's how my daughter says it. 2 baby. They are really a lot. So, I would record on Sunday nights, and I wouldn't have time. I'd be so tired. They'd be up till freaking 11 o'clock and just wreaking havoc. So I've decided that, you know what? If they're going to be up, then they're going to be on the recording, right? Right, Maya? right? Yeah. They're just going to be here unrecorded. And so sometimes you'll hear Amaya. Sometimes you will hear Anaya. Sometimes you'll hear both. You may even hear Grayson or Lasaya. Maybe Gavin. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe the husband. But this is a podcast. I mean, I have a life going on here. And I will try to isolate myself as much as possible. But my life is going to spill over because I'm a wife and I'm a mother. But I also have some shit to say. So I'm not going to let either get in the way of each other. Right, Amaya? Right. So, what else did we have to talk about? Maya, what else? Well, I will say, without giving too much away, I heard a woman today who was well into her 90s, a white lady, say that she never voted until 1980 because she just didn't pay attention to politics. Even though she was eligible to vote way before then, she never voted before 1980. So I'm bringing this up to say because when she was saying it, I was like, oh, okay. But I was thinking to myself, that is utterly fucking disgusting. And this is what I felt about it because as a white woman, it was okay for you not to vote because no matter how the vote came out, Democrat, Republican, like just no matter how it came out in your time, you were going to benefit. Like you would be old fucking K. And it wasn't like, oh, I need to go out there and exercise my vote and I need to mobilize other women like me to vote because these issues are on the ballot and it's important to me. No, as a white woman, it wasn't even important for her to vote because she just felt like, oh, whoever is in office, whatever happens, I'll be okay. And sitting there in front of her as a younger black woman, I felt a lot of emotion. And like I said, I understand why to her it wasn't important to vote. But it just emphasized to me why it is so important that we, African Americans, men and women, get out and vote. Let me talk about your president for a second again. This is the problem. I'm hitting the fucking microphone. The policies that he chooses to get behind, that he enacts, the things he plays games with, like DACA, they target minorities, they target the disenfranchised, and I just feel like how long before? If he can ban Muslims from coming in, if he can not recertify DACA so that childhood arrivals, people who, yes, they came from other countries, but they came here when they had no choice, when they were babies. If he can send them away, if he can deport mass amounts of people back to Mexico, and yes, I said Mexico because let's face it, Mexicans are not the only immigrants that come into this country, but he is not banning immigrants from Norway or Sweden or whatever fucking country his wife is from Eastern European countries, from Russia. He is talking about banning people coming from Muslim countries. He is talking about deporting Mexicans. So he is targeting specific religious and racial groups. And if he can target those groups with his policies, how long is it before he comes for black people? When he has his wall built, when he has effectively, as he feels like, stopped Mexicans from coming over here, when he has banned not Mexicans, when he has banned Muslims who he feel may be extremists from entering the country, where do you think he is going to turn his attention to? He has a history, him and his father, of being racist against black people. So where, oh where, do you think he will turn his attention? So this is why I have such a problem with his policies, because I feel like I see the end game. I see what's coming, and he will not be content with stopping Mexicans and Muslims. I mean, hell, you see, he got rid of Omarosa ass. Was she the only black person he had hanging around the White House? Sure got rid of her ass. I mean, she was at least good for optics. Bye-bye, Omarosa. Hold on one second. This baby is under the table chewing on something. Hold on. Oh, my. What are you doing? Let me go. Let me go. Come on. All right, I'm back, y'all. This one is a mover and a shaker. Maya. Don't cry. You're too pretty to cry. It's okay. Don't cry. It's okay. You want to say something? Oh. So that is my problem with him. That is my problem with black people supporting him, because I feel like, listen, you can be black and support him, but that will not save your ass when he comes for your ass. He won't care. He won't care. So what are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? Let's see. Amaya, what else is going on? I will tell you that I had an experience where I felt like I was going to do a whole podcast on this, and I probably still will, but let's preview it. I, on a recommendation from a friend, went to a new hairdresser. I was going to get a sew-in weave. I'm not real familiar with weaves at that point. I wasn't wearing them a lot. So I went to the shop, and I had made an appointment, which I thought with one person. And then she pulled the old beautician bait and switch on me where, oh no, this one is going to do your hair, and she's really very good. So I let my friend know that had referred me, and she was like, girl, leave. Like, leave, get up, get out of there right now, leave. And I just... Okay, let me say this. In all fairness, I don't know a lot about how getting your hair done works, because not that I walk around here looking like a fucking crazy person, but I do my own natural hair a lot, and when I'm not like rocking kind of a natural style, which I will tell you kind of is, I mean, it's okay. Like I normally, I just keep it braided, like 2 braids, a goddess braid, or 2 French braids, or whatever. I don't do anything fancy. But when I wasn't doing braids, I was like getting my hair pressed. And I was going to a guy that had been going to for years. So getting this sewing, it was something new. The one girl that had done the sewing on me before that I loved, she was on maternity leave, so I was looking for somebody new. And this whole like beautician bait and switch, like, what the fuck is up with that? If you tell me I'm coming to see you, then why when I get there are you like, oh no, actually you're gonna see somebody else? Like, to me, that is just, it's unprofessional. But look, I can only keep it 100 with y'all. I don't even know how to lie, so I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I was gonna let the other girl do my hair. It wasn't until my coworker, friend, sister, girlfriend was like, listen, get your ass up and walk out of that shop, that I left, because, that's kind of something, that was something on me. Like, I didn't want to rock the boat or cause waves. I was going to pay a whole lot of money for somebody to do my hair that I had no frame of reference for, that I wasn't referred to. So, I mean, to me, this kind of opens up a conversation about professionalism. Like, what is the standard? What is considered normal? What is professional? What is unprofessional? And it seems like people, beauticians, makeup artists, nail artists, braiders, people who are in this like cash type, cash type business. Like, why do y'all do that to people? Why? It's like, they are at your mercy, because getting your hair done, your nails done, getting your appearance taken care of is a lot. It means a lot to people. So to kind of manipulate them in a way where they show up and you are trying to pass them on to somebody else, like, it's not cool. And then, especially like from what I see on Instagram, a lot of people that engage in these beauty type services, they have all these fucking rules. Like, the customers are the problem. Like, y'all are doing some shit too. Maybe us customers need to have a fucking set of rules. And guys, like, I'm not familiar with what goes down in the barbershop, because I leave that shit to my husband when he takes the boys and when he go get his own haircut and shit. But I assume barbers probably be on like the same bullshit. So maybe the customers, maybe we need to have our own set of rules. Like, if I make an appointment with you, like if I'm supposed to be there at 11, you need to be ready to do my hair by 11:10. Not I'm sitting there and at 1:30 you get to me. What type of fucking shit is that? Because on the flip side, if you have an appointment with them at 11 o'clock, they have these rules that if you're not here within 15 minutes, your appointment is canceled and you don't get your deposit back. But what if I get there, bitch, at 11:15, before 11:15? What if I get there at 11 o'clock and by 11:15, you not ready to start on me? Do I get my deposit back? Do I get $20 off my motherfucking service, bitch? Like, no. So, that really boggles my mind. These hairdressers, these nail stylists, these braiders, people who work in this like beauty industry with all these fucking rules and shit. I only work Monday. Oh, excuse me. No, they don't work on Monday. I only work Tuesday through Thursday for 4 hours between midnight and twilight. And all these crazy ass fucking rules for you to sometimes be doing subpar work. And then for you to be on your own kind of bullshit. This is the thing. Just do what you say you're going to do. If I make an appointment with you at 11 o'clock, please, I will because I expect a little wiggle room. Maybe I'll give you some wiggle room. If you have a rule about by 11:15, if you're not here, your deposit is forfeited. Then on the flip side, have a rule that by 11:15, if you are not starting on my head, then I get $20 off my service. Or I get to leave and get my deposit back. I just feel like with the rise of Instagram, I probably tend to blame social media for everything, but it's not social media's fault, but maybe it is. But with the rise of things like, Instagram and, you being able to see what other people are doing and people having access to a lot more choices because they can really just kind of go hashtag Chicago hair weaves or Chicago Brazilian body wave and find 5 million different stylists. I just feel like y'all also need to step your game up. You want the customer to be on point and on time, which I understand. Nobody wants a customer booked for 11 o'clock that don't show up till 11:45. I agree with you. Bitch, kick rocks, get out, make another appointment. You don't get your $20 deposit back. But also, if I'm a customer, I make an appointment at 11. You need to be starting on me by 11:10 or 11:15, or you need to compensate me for my time. And if I make an appointment with you, you is who I want to see. And if I'm not going to see you, don't wait till I get to the shop to be like, oh, you going to see my girl? She going to do it or whatever. I don't fucking know her. I barely fucking know you. I was referred to you by somebody, which I'm taking it on faith because I trust that this person not going to send me to somebody who's going to do me bogus. But then you say, oh, well, I'm sending you to her. I don't know you or her, bitch. So your recommendation to her means shit to me. You the only one who got a little bit of credibility because somebody I trust referred me. So don't try to fucking bait and switch me. Like I don't know why hairdressers do it. I just, Jesus, I don't know. But the beauty industry is big now. It's so many women, so many young girls out there. The girl that does my sewing, she does such a good job. Now, I guess I keep it up okay. She does such a good job. I think she's like in her late teens, very early 20s. So y'all bitches charging $300 for your shit and you got an attitude, you starting late, you got all these fucking restrictions, your shop is as big as a motherfucking tuna can. This girl is charging $65 and slaying the game. So remain humble, please. Please. And treat your customers with some respect because at the end of the day, you need them. You may get so big and make so much money that you only got to work 3 days out the week. Great. Good for you. Great for you. But I cannot work within your 3 days out the week and I only work between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. Bitch, I'm at work. I'm at work between those hours. You got to do better with accommodating people with real fucking jobs. Like I'm not taking a half a day. Do you know how much motherfucking money I would miss if I took a whole day or a half a day off work to come and get my fucking hair done? I'm not using my PTO days for that shit, bitch. Are you fucking crazy? Have some normal fucking hours that can accommodate people that are adults with real fucking jobs. My God. Oh, I'm sorry. That descended into a rant. That is not what I was intending it to be. But let's see. So the last thing that I'm going to talk about, because we always have to, well, not always, but I like to kind of hit on some relationship stuff because I'm going to say this. When I was growing up, there were not a whole lot of marriages in my family. Not a lot of people were married, and if they were, they weren't good, supportive, positive marriages. And even in school and stuff, most of my friends came from single parent households. So when I would meet a friend, I think I probably had one close friend whose parents were married, and I was just in awe. Like, what is that like? How does the household run? Who do you listen to? Who disciplines you? Who tells you what to do? Like, how does that work when you have two parents? I was just in utter shock and awe. So to see in my generation and my age group so many families, so many people married and starting families and just kind of trying to live this American dream, trying to carve out their own piece of the American pie. It is just so beautiful to me and so uplifting, and I just love it, love it, love it so fucking much. I really, really, really love it. But that is not to say that I do not love my single friends or my people that are single. It is not that I don't have love for y'all. But listen, there does not have to be a war between the married people and the single people. It really doesn't. I remember, and I just came back to Facebook. So maybe like a year or more ago, I posted something to Facebook, something to the effect of, oh, it's great to see so many married couples out here, so many families. And some of my single friends got so far up in their motherfucking feelings. Oh my God, they were so far in their fucking feelings. Okay, and Amaya's gone, so I'm probably gonna curse a little more. They were so far in their fucking feelings. Oh my God, I'm not married, but I'm happy. Shout out to the single people. Oh, what's wrong with being single? Listen, to each his own. There is nothing wrong with being single. If you, I kind of go by, this is how I live my life. Let people do what the fuck they want to do when it comes to, especially when it comes to relationships, single, married, what you think your preference is or whatever. Let people decide for themselves and do what the fuck they want to do, because being married is wonderful. It is magical. I love it. But it is work. It is work every day. It is the best thing I ever did, but it is also one of the hardest things I've ever done. And it is more than just standing in front of some priest or judge or whomever and saying, I do. It is more than signing a piece of paper. It is blending two people that sometimes come from completely different lives and backgrounds, having them come together and try to share space, to have them try to share understanding, to have them love each other unconditionally, to have them raise children when they each have different ideas on parenting. It is it is the complete blending of two lives. And it is not something to be taken lightly. It is not something that all the time comes easy. But if you are in love the way you are supposed to be in love, if you respect the way you are supposed to respect, if you honor the way you are supposed to honor, it is worth it. And you do that work and you are glad to do that work because it just deepens the understanding and the love that you have for your partner. But, like I said, it's work and it's hard work. It is beautiful, but it's also work. It is the best and the hardest thing I've ever done, but I love every single fucking day of it. And I would not trade my husband. I wouldn't trade our life. I wouldn't trade getting married for being single for anything in the world. Because listen, single people, y'all got a lot of fucking shit to put up with. Oh my God. You got a lot of shit to put up with. Men are fucking trash. They lie. They cheat. They do all kinds of things. They try to scheme up on women and like fucking use them and take their money. They try to impregnate them so they feel like they won't go nowhere, all because they want somewhere to live, because they've been living with their mama for however long. Their mama said, listen, get the fuck out. Like, and you know, and women, same thing. Women have ulterior motives. They get with guys for money. They get with guys because they want to have a baby and a family, and they try to put them in situations where it's choose me or you're not seeing your kid no more. Like all kinds of fucking crazy ass shit happens with fucking single people. Oh my God. Like it just, I will tell you, before I met my husband, I dated two guys, not at the same time, separately. One was threatened because I made more money than him. The other had an issue because I clearly was smarter than him. And to me, that was just, had I not met my husband, I would just be single and not looking right now. Because I was just like, you know what? This is too much for me. How the fuck you gonna not like me because I'm not a fucking idiot. Because I won't sit here and pretend that you are smarter than me, or pretend like you know everything, or like, oh my God, and just like fall all over you like I need you. How you gonna be mad? And this other one, how you gonna be mad because I don't need your fucking money? Listen, you want to give it to me, I'll take it. But I will tell you, I certainly don't need it. And as a matter of fact, I probably could have supplemented your lifestyle if I was that type of bitch, which I'm not. But I didn't need either one of them. And they could not handle that. And to me, it was just like, you know what? I don't know what breed of motherfucker is out here these days, but I am not for it. Like, that really was just like, Jesus Christ. I thought I was going to be going on cruises with my mama, like old lady to old lady. And I was prepared for it. I was here for it. That's what I thought was my life was going to become until I met my husband. So all of this is to say that single people, I know, you say, I don't want to have to answer to nobody. I don't want to have to tell nobody nothing. I don't want nobody telling me nothing. I can do what I want, go where I want, fuck who I want, have dinner with who I want. And that is all fine and good for you. But don't bash those of us that decided to get married. I mean, to us, marriage is great and it's fine. And all I'm saying is that the two factions, the single and the married, we don't have to fight. We don't have to be distrustful of each other. There doesn't have to be beef one or the other. It's not like I'm giving up something by being married or you're giving up something by being single. We are just different people with different love relationships in our lives. I will say I don't envy the single people having to weed through all the crazy motherfuckers out here who are trying to waste your time. I don't. But I also understand that all marriages don't stay together. Some fall apart. Some was doomed from the beginning. So the point of all this is to say, married people and single people, we can most definitely coexist. We don't have to fight. We don't have to argue. You don't have to feel jealous or threatened by the other party. It is what it is. You've made different relationship choices, and that is fine. I love my married girlfriends. I love my single girlfriends. And I mean, the single people that I rock with, they know I'm married and they don't try to do any, I don't know what to say. There's no shenanigans going on. There's no, nobody try to lead you astray. Now, I don't know how it works with men. My idea is that even though I have a husband who is wonderful, I love dearly, and I'm raising two sons who hopefully we will raise to be just the prototype of what a man should be. Even though I'm raising these two boys, I kind of generally feel like men are trashy. And I think that is what married and single women may have in common, that just kind of all around men are trashy in one way or another. So maybe use that to find common ground to support each other. Because all this tension between the marrieds and the non-marrieds, that shit is stupid. It's really just dumb. So that's it. That's all I got. That's all I got for right now. It has been so wonderful recording again. I missed it so much. I missed y'all so much. So please let me hear from you. There's a website, True Opinion Show. There's a Twitter, True Opinion Podcast. There's an Instagram, True Opinion Podcast. Hit me up. There is even Gmail. If you have some comments or questions, send something there. True Opinion True Opinion Podcast at gmail.com. I would love to hear from you. I can't wait to delve into this season 2. It's gonna be fucking lit. Listen, tell somebody you know about it, and make them tell somebody else. Not rate. Subscribe, rate, review on iTunes. All right. Bye, y'all.